What's up guys, I'm Mick here and welcome to my channel The Devil Chat. So if you're new here, please like and subscribe to my channel because I post videos for about a few times a week. Yeah, I didn't post for a few weeks because I was a bit busy, and also I'm working on a new project that I will soon reveal, okay? And okay, today I'm going to talk about the changes that are being made by Microsoft. Yeah, you heard it right. Microsoft is making changes to their store for Windows 10 store, that is. And what I'm trying to do here is that I'm trying to give you the news regarding that, and so that it might come as a surprise for you guys, but I think it was inevitable, when there are so many stores like Apple, Epic Games, and all that stuff, and even Google Play are reducing the revenue splits and all that stuff, and all that things that are happening right now. So it is no surprise that the Microsoft is also going in the same direction of them. Only Valve is not going in the same direction, unfortunately. I don't know why, because 30-70 split nowadays is not at all justified. Okay, so I don't know, the cost of the cost of the hosting and all that stuff has reduced a lot, and I don't know why they're not listening to this at all. Many players, many developers have requested them to reduce the cut, but maybe Valve doesn't listen to it until there is some sort of lawsuit or something like that, which is really interesting. Now I'll talk about that as well. So as you can see on the screen, there are so many news that I'm really gonna share within this, in the single video, because I'm not going to create different videos for this. So I thought I would cover everything in this one video. As you can see on the screen, and Microsoft is building a new app store for Windows 10 in major revitalization effort. So what is saying that they're going to create a new store, or a new store for apps. Currently they're required to the new store will continue to be a UWP app and will be updated on a monthly cadence with new features and improvements over time. It should also provide a more stable download and install experience for large apps and games. So that's okay. The store will be updated monthly with new features and fixes, and the most important thing is that they're moving in the direction of Valve. Okay, so what the Valve did is that they, with their Steam Direct program, they are now allowing almost all of the developers, they have also already made an open environment for the game developers and players. So similarly, Microsoft is also going in the same direction. They are going to open their store to all of the developers and all this stuff. Most probably, I'm not sure about that, but the way they have worded that stuff in this post and all that stuff, it seems to me that they're going to create an open store for everybody. Okay, so let's go to this. As you can see, according to the sources, there are three big changes coming to the new store that will benefit developers: allowing developers to submit unpackaged Win32 apps to the store, allow developers to host apps and updates on their own content delivery network, and that's really good news. Allow developers to use third-party commerce platform in apps. So in case of if you want to use third parties payment services, this will be really helpful for you, because in order to reduce the cut and all that stuff, in-app purchases and stuff like that, you don't have to use their Microsoft system. You can use different payment provider if you want. So the third-party commerce platforms can be integrated into this system, I guess. So that's pretty good change. Now, as you can see here, these changes will allow the developers to bring their Win32 apps to the new store without any changes to the existing code. In the past, developers were required to package their Win32 apps as an MSIX and were forced to use Microsoft's own store-driven update and commerce platforms. This will no longer be necessary with the new store, and that's really good news for me. And if they allow all the developers, I'm definitely gonna publish my games on Windows 10 store if possible, because I'm really looking forward to it. And another thing you have to check out is that this section, like Microsoft will allow developers to submit raw.exe.msi packages to the store. That means there is no longer a requirement of MSIX or something similar. You can create like export your app as exe, and then you can like publish it on Microsoft Store, and you can upload it there. So this is really awesome. Like if they do something like this, then it's gonna like it will open more opportunities for them and for developers as well, because the players will find it really easier to like to install the games and apps in their computer, and it's really awesome. So they're going to also like release a Windows 10 Sun Valley update, and I think with this update this store will be live, and the store will be available sometime around the fall of 2021, and I'm just waiting to see how it plays out. Okay, this is the first one, and the next thing I'm going to share right now in this video is this. Microsoft is exploring reduced Xbox Store revenue cut. Internal documents reveal that they are taking the approach of Epic Games. Okay, so for Xbox games on the, or maybe on at least for Xbox Store now, they will take like 88%. They will provide 88% to developers and 12% to themselves. So that is they're reducing the 70-30 that used to be there, or something similar. So yeah, they're doing an 88% revenue, like this one, denoting an 88% revenue split headed to publishers, where Microsoft would take 12% of final sales. That's a hefty reduction to Microsoft's existing 30% cut demand. I think Steam should also follow suit, because you know when every other store around like the competitors are reducing their rates, I don't know why Valve is sticking to the 30%, and it doesn't even cost that much to host a few gigs of size of files, you know, and the bandwidth, and these are have become so cheaper, like they can really afford it. They're a billion-dollar corporation, right? So they can really afford it. And I don't know, the 30-70 split is no longer makes sense. It doesn't make sense anymore. So everyone is reducing it, and if they allow every like all the games on their storefront, then I'm gonna really give it a try and publish it there alongside Steam, itch.io, and all that stores out there. So unfortunately, Epic Games didn't open their store to everybody yet. So I really hope someday they will do that too, and we will be able to like publish games on Steam, Epic Games, Microsoft Store, and everywhere we can. And these are like opportunities, you know. So these platforms have so many user bases and all that stuff. Microsoft might not have much user base, but like Steam or Epic Games. But I think by opening their store to the developers and players like that, I think they will be able to like gain more and more gamers and more user base under their belt. So now the next thing, I would say that there is some sort of lawsuit happening. Okay, so the lawsuit stuff, and I'm really interested to read about that stuff. Like someone is suing Valve. Okay, so Valve is really a big corporation. So in order to sue Valve, you have to be you have to have billions of dollars, right? Or at least in the millions, right? Hundreds of millions of dollars in order to sue Valve. You know, you have to be as big as them, or like near them actually. So let's take a look at this. And I got this news a few days ago, and I really didn't have time to share it, but I think I will share it right now. I felt that I had no choice, says Wolfire. Wolfire's games is like they're actually, I have heard that they have actually run Humble Bundle before they were takeover, and I think they used to like run Humble Bundles and bundle sites and all that stuff, and they're really experienced in this field, and they know what is really causing them trouble and all that stuff. And so it is said that they like O5 Games asked Valve that if they would like to distribute the keys in other stores at a reduced price, and they asked that whether they will be able to do that, and Valve said, okay, no, we will not allow that, since it includes Steam keys. And also they said that, I know it's a rumor, I really don't know if they say that or not, if that it is said that they said like they will not allow your games to be priced lower in other storefront, even if it is not related to Steam key. That is, if they're also selling DRM free version of their games, and they have to price appropriately on like similar to that what they're priced on Steam. So this is a kind of a controversial factor here, and I really don't know if it is true or not. So I want to see how this lawsuit is played out. So here's the thing. Overgrowth developer Volper has shared more details about the reasons behind its lawsuit. In a blog post, I've actually read the blog post there, and he felt he had no choice, and the gamers and game developers are being harmed by Valve's conduct. I don't know, it doesn't harm much, and they have actually emphasis on the fact that Valve should charge like Valve should reduce the cut, okay, that what they're taking, and increase the cut for developers and publishers, like something like 85 or 15 or like something similar, 88 or 12. They're actually demanding that. I really have no idea if Valve will really do that or not. I really don't think they would do that, but we can still hope, right? We have hopes, and someday Valve will also reduce the cut and increase the cut for us. Like if we can make 90% or 88% of the sales, that makes a huge difference for small developers like me. So that would be really helpful. As you can see, Valve's price parity, as I said, with Overgrowth, Rosen wanted to take advantage of the new stores emerging and their advantageous cut compared to Valve's 30%, and sell the title for a lower price on these platforms. However, when consulting Valve about it, the company warned it would remove Overgrowth from Steam if Rosen offered the game at a cheaper price point on another store, or even on its own website without Steam keys or Steam's DRM. That's what I am telling. Like even if they like try to sell their DRM free version or with their own DRM, the Steam will not allow that, and I think this is not really fair, because if it comes to Steam keys, then it's fine that they're really selling it like they will not allow, because it's Steam keys, it's related to Steam platform after all. But when you're like selling a DRM free game, I think it's not fair for developers, for them to restrict the developers from selling at a lower price or at a different price tag. So I really don't know how this will play out, really, because Valve is a big corporation, so it is a risk on its own, and they're risking like Off-Fire Games might have their games, like the Off-Fire Games might have their games get removed from the store, Steam store forever, and they might get banned as well. So I really don't know what will happen. So while checking, like, this would make it impossible for me or any game developer to determine whether or not Steam is earning their commission. I believe that other developers who charge lower prices in other stores have been contacted by Valve, telling them that their games will be removed from Steam if they didn't raise their prices on competing stores. To be honest with you guys, Valve never sent any email to me like that. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. They never sent me anything like that. Maybe some developers have got it, so like got that kind of email. And if they have got that kind of email, then really they must be doing something like that Valve doesn't want. So we have no other choice. He's right though. We have no other choice, because Valve is so big that we as game developers cannot ignore that platform. Without Steam, we won't be surviving easily. Okay, like every gamers want your games on Steam. If your game is not on Steam, then like players are simply not gonna buy it. So they trust Steam in such a way. Like Steam has become a monopoly right now. So I know how important it is for developers or publishers to get their games on Steam. So Steam dominant position also means that majority of PC developers' revenue come from the platform. Rosen continued, meaning the studios have little but no choice but to sell on Steam and do as they're told by Valve. Not doing so would represent an unacceptable risk for them. That means you will get kicked off of Steam. Simple as that. I believe that businesses are free to do whatever they want within the law. However, once a company reaches a certain level of power over an entire market, the antitrust laws forbid those companies from distorting competition. I don't know if it will work out. Anyway, I believe that Valve is taking away gamers' freedom to choose how much extra they're willing to pay to use their platform. I believe they're taking away competing stores' freedom to compete by taking advantage of the lower commission rates. I believe they're taking away developers' freedom to use different pricing models. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And in my opinion, this is part of why all company stores have failed. This suit insists that Valve stop interfering with pricing on other stores and allow gamers and developers to make their own decision. That's why I joined the lawsuit. Well, that's what it sums up. Okay, these are the news I wanted to share you guys, and I've been like wanting to share it with you guys and for a long time. And I hope I was able to like provide you this news, and maybe if you haven't heard about it yet, so I think this video has helped like provide you some information like what is really going on in the game industry. And we as a developer have to like always have to keep an eye on this stuff and what changes are coming, like what kind of great things are happening, like and what's latest has happened and all that stuff. So I will keep informing with you guys through my videos and all that stuff. I hope this video is really helpful for you. If it is, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel because I post videos for about like a few times a week. And thanks for watching, and see you again in the next video.